Hello everyone, I hope you all great. I am Nisa Gizem Özakın. I am an environmental engineering student at Middle East Technical University. Welcome to my presentation. Did you ever wonder why Vincent van Gogh is such a famous artist today according to similar artists on his lifetime? Today in my presentation, to understand what are these secrets, to understand what makes him unique, and especially we will look at his life and his art style profoundly. And maybe the end of this observe, we will be able to understand his emotion behind of his artwork. Let me show you my outline. With the title Vincent World, I mean his personal life and his emotional perspective. The second title, Vincent Artworks, more about the story of his works and how his art techniques develop with time. Vincent van Gogh, born in Netherlands on March 30, 1853. Vincent van Gogh is one of the first name that comes to mind when one thinks of post-impressionist painters. Although he had an artist who did not receive the recognition he deserved in lifetime, which is very sadly. His father was priest in Zundert. He grew up in a family of 6 children. Although he drew at young age, he did not have a definite artistic value. At the age of 13, he dropped out the school when he was particularly successful student in language classes, which is very sad actually. At the age of 16, he started his internship at the international art dealer Gopel C and formed a permanent job at the same company in the following years. He quit this job in 1876 and then took up various positions, including teaching. He took a deep interest in religion. He suffered from financial inadequacy. He throughout his life and lived on the edge of poverty. He mostly survived on the financial support of his younger brother, Theo. He had a marginal relationship and love stories that were not accepted by society. Van Gogh Museum Amsterdam VGMA 2022 stated Vincent van Gogh fell in love with his cousin. He was a widower. Although he had no interest in him, Vincent was persistent in his feelings. Moreover, he later had a relationship with a prostitute and took care of this woman's children for a while. Today, apart from his art, he is also known for psychological disorders that take his life out of ordinary and cause tragic events due to the inadequacies of psychiatry and in the fact that Van Gogh did not receive any real psychological help during his lifetime. A complete diagnosis was never made for the disorders he experienced. He has been claimed to have schizophrenia, bipolar, synesthesia, and abandonment anxiety, but today it's almost certain that Van Gogh disorder is not schizophrenia. The first event in which psychological disorders surfaced differently is the well-known ear-cutting event. After an argument with his dear friend Gauguin, he cut off his own ear due to the regret and stress. After that, he was hospitalized for a while in a mental hospital. 2 years later, after this event, he committed suicide, very sadly related to the future concern because Theo would cut his financial support. Very sad. Vincent artworks in 1880, at the age of 27, he decided to become a painter and develop his art. He was later educated by his cousin Antonio Movi. He mainly drew dark paintings and color portraits when he first started painting, like the potato eaters. Later, he began to paint more colorful pictures, worrying that his works were not sold because they were too dark, and therefore he would not be able to make money. VGMA 2022 stayed in Paris. Theo introduced his brother to colorful works of names like Claude Monet. Van Gogh met and influenced artists such as Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec and Emily Bernard in Fahrenheit Carmont studio, a significant change took place in his art. Okay, and as a result, thanks to financial concern and new ideas, his art took the form that comes to mind when we say Van Gogh today. Van Gogh was in such financial difficulties as a painter that he could not hire models to paint portraits. That's why he had used himself as a model for many of his paintings. Moreover, like other painters, he did not have the money to buy high quality paint materials, so he had to produce colors of his palette from natural materials like the very old painters. This is one of the things that makes the colors of he used more spatial in a way. I think this is my idea. And in a summary, Vincent van Gogh, who had a difficult and fragile soul, difficult life and a fragile soul, committed suicide due to the difficulties, which is perhaps why he left us breathtaking works of passed away when he was just 37 years old. Next time you see some of his work, try to feel the emotion behind of it. Thank you for listening. Any question? And I'm sorry, I'm very excited. And this is my references. Thank you.